What's up, guys? Brandon here. Today I'm pretty much going to show you, take you through a few of my workouts for the day, kind of show you who I work out and kind of what I do with everybody. The first person that I have, his name's Burton. He's a pass first point guard. He's really good. He plays on the UAA circuit with Philly Pride, and he goes to Peter-Stroudsburg High School. He averaged like 20 as a freshman, and he just picked up an offer from Manhattan this summer with Philly Pride, so he did really good during the live period. So you'll get to see him do some performance enhancement workouts. We did a lot of stuff for his explosion and power, getting back into the season, so he felt nice and good going back to school.
My name is Burton. I'm a rising sophomore. I played at IMG Academy 2 years ago. I transferred to Peter-Stroudsburg in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. As a freshman, I averaged a little over 20 points a game. I played AAU for Philly Pride. It was a good AAU season. Right now I have one Division I offer from Manhattan College.
Okay, so here, hop, side, but maintain that position. So the first one, like when your legs are straight, you get more like your gas up and your calf, and you squat down and get some deeper muscle work at the same time. You don't have to say that. Nah, this is like 90 degrees. I feel like you're doing 2 steps up at one point, man. Feet closer. Hard because we can continue like again. So this time we're going to alternate each leg, so it's going to be a little baby lateral bounce, just like this, and then it's going to be a little alternate side to side, little baby dip. Bounce forward. A little bit more forward. Okay? We're going to walk back and go the leg over this way. There it is. So we're going to do a lateral bound, So normal lateral bound is just, you're going, it's like a plyo and a front foot plank, you're going side to side, just like this. But we'll put a little twist on it. So every time you hit on the right side, we're going to start with the right side. I'm going to throw a med ball to your hip. You're going to catch it, rotate and throw, rotate and throw, rotate and throw. Does that make sense? Do it, show. You want to do it to me so you can see it? Okay, you got it. We're going to go 6 each leg, and then we'll do 3 sets. Alright? So as soon as you go to that right side. go for a height a little bit on, so that way I can throw it to you and you can really sink it. Just a little bit. I'll let you go. Hey, there we go. Much better. I like the lateral round with that because it forces you to rotate into your hip more and really push out. Just like if you're guarding somebody, they make a quick move one way, kind of shift your torso over, and then push off. So it's kind of similar. Yeah, similar move, yes. You just load your hip in certain positions to tell yourself that, but that's what I like about it. A little bit better. So your one leg's gonna be supported on this. You're just gonna hug it. We're gonna do 8 squat jumps each leg. Does that make sense?
Like quick jumps?
Yeah, quick jumps. You're gonna load your knee though into a squatted position. I'm loading my hips down. You're fine. It feels probably weird with your off leg and stabilized, but as long as you're getting a squat jump on the one leg, you're doing it right. Yeah, exactly. Extend, extend. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. That's better. You feel a little better? It is a little awkward. Yep. Chest off. Hug it. The concept of it, I actually got it from this one pro trainer. The concept of it is like usually when you do single leg plyos, if you don't do it with the opposite leg supported, sometimes your knee can buckle in. So having this other leg stabilized allows you to get a little bit more intent on this leg, and you don't have to worry about the stabilization aspect because this other leg's kind of supporting it. Does that make sense? So you can go up and down, and I don't have to worry about my knee collapsing inwards, versus if I go like this. Sometimes a lot of people collapse their knee. Does that make sense? So it's just a constraint to put on your body, so that way you do exactly what I want you to do. You know what I mean?
Not messing up.
Yeah, exactly. I just put you in a good biomechanical position. Load that hip and load the knee. That looks a lot better, actually. Try boy. That's really cool. 8 double leg. Hug it, chest off, as much as you can. Good. Load that knee and hip. Yes, sir. That looks clean, man. Good? Yeah. A little bit. Yeah, it is a little tough. Especially when you're going like 6 to 8 reps with some weight and you're moving it nice and fast and you're accepting forces like that. It's real good exercise. Nordic, you've probably seen it on like House of Highlights, but a Nordic curl is essentially when somebody holds like your back leg and like you go down like this whole way and then come back up. If you've never seen it, that's fine, but you're not going the whole way down. What I want you to do is I want you to like press the balls of your foot into the wall, and you're gonna come out to a slight degree and you're gonna feel tension in your distal hamstring, which is like your hamstring by your knee. Does that make sense? Yeah. And what I want you to do is I want you to reach and think about tucking your pelvis underneath you. Okay, so not dumping it out like this, like where your butt's out. It's tucked underneath you, and you're gonna breathe. We're gonna go 5 deep inhales and exhales into that position. Okay, and you're gonna feel your hamstrings lighten up a lot. All right, so it's gonna take a little bit of coaching, but that's the concept of it. I want you to reach out, and when you reach, palms are together like this, facing each other, and don't just like reach out. I want you to push out like this. Exactly. Now lean forward. So you get a little bit of tension in your hamstrings. You feel that? Yeah, you gotta find that happy little medium. Go forward a little bit. I want your rib cage down when you do this. You feel it? If you can go a little more, go a little more. Press now. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now let your rib cage come down with Western. I pushed you too far forward. But the concept is I don't want you doing it and your arch like this. You see how my ribs are flared? I want your rib cage down. Does that make sense? Yeah. So your hips and your rib cage are stacked on top of each other. That's what I want. Yes, inhale, nice and slow, and exhale, nice and slow. It should be like 3 to 5 seconds of an inhale and exhale. Keep your tension, keep your tension. Right there, right there, right there. Press the balls of the foot into the wall even more. There you go, keep going, come on, come on. It's a little bit tougher though, right? There you go. Good. Show me through your abs turn on the exhale. That's what I want. That's good. Yeah, good. Just five. There you go. It's tougher, right? You wouldn't expect it to be tough. So I like that one because I see it's not necessarily for jumping per se, but I see a lot of people who are in bad biomechanical positions where like their hips are dumped forward and then their rib cage is flared like this. And what we really should be in is, now not should be, but the concept that you want to try to get more so when it's just a tucked pelvis underneath you with a stacked rib cage. Does that make sense? So yeah, exactly. So what I'm doing is like, instead of you having this elongated abdominal muscles like right here, we're in elongated hamstring muscles. What I'm doing is putting you into a shortened hamstring and shortened abdominal position and then just breathing in it. And it just kind of helps your body accept that position while you're under a load, or like a little bit of a sleepiness. Okay. Does that make sense? Some of it makes sense, but that's the concept of it. I don't even know what to say. Why'd you hit it so hard? Set. Back. Yes. And don't smack it, just touch it. Touch it. Alright. You can hit it, like just don't. Yes, yeah. It usually doesn't break, it's actually pretty strong. Took out all your aggression on it. Rest like 15 seconds and then go again. And then we'll just keep going up. I'll measure it after the next one. There we go. See, you can snap it here. You were right at your knee. So you went up. I think you put it right here. 23 inches. Not bad. Nice. There we go. 24. I like using the Vertec as a form of biofeedback. So if I was to have him do a normal standing squat jump without any type of thing to reach for, it's a little bit harder for the athlete to do max intent because they don't have that thing in their head like I gotta get higher each time. But with the Vertec, he has something, a goal to reach for to get that objective measurement. So that's why I like using this a lot for our jumps. Oh! That's tragic. That was a good marker too. You can get 20s or 15s, whatever you're comfortable with, but we'll walk over here. And what I want is an RFESS or a Bulgarian split squat, whatever term you want to use. Put it up here. We're about to go almost like a quarter of the way, or halfway down right here, and then press up, okay? Squat down, press up, nice and explosive. So it shouldn't be too heavy, or it's like really difficult to overhead press. I do want it like a little bit lighter, like moderate weight, so this is too heavy. So you're gonna hold this right here. You're gonna drop into a split stance and then press it up. So it's the same concept pretty much as that, but we're using a little bit of a lighter load. And you can get a complete max intent because it's an overhead throw, so you can throw it up as high as you want. We're gonna go 3 later. kickstand, so right foot underneath your right hip, left foot underneath your left hip, ball of the foot on the back leg. We're just gonna do RDL, hands down, come right back up. We're gonna go 8 each leg. So you'll feel it on that right leg. The left leg is just the support. Make sense? Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back. Come on. Now bring it to the ankle. There we go. Your last strength, you want to know what's up, right?